Yo, hope everybody's having a great day and thank you for stopping and taking your time to listen in. Today I wanted to talk about someone you may know as Juice Wrld, aka Gerard Anthony Higgins, born on December 2nd, 1998, and passed on December 8th, 2019, only 6 days after his 21st birthday. And before we continue with the video, I'm not idolizing Juice Wrld, but only using him and his music as an example. So you may know him as a rapper, singer, or freestylist. I'm sure you may have heard one of his songs. If not, you should go back and listen to a couple just so you get a better understanding. A lot of his music involved heartbreak, drug abuse, depression, and anger. But a lot of his songs were also inspiring and there to let you know there's people there for you and to keep going. His music showed where his mentality was at that point in time. And if you actually listened to his music, I'm sure you was in a dark place at one point in time as well. I used to listen to a lot of Juice WRLD at one point in time, and he did help me get through some dark times, some dark places. Sometimes it's hard to see what people's really going through, and you don't know that they're coping by doing this or that. And this also ties into accepting help from friends, family, therapy. Someone's always there to help. And if you feel like that's not the case, then sometimes you have to be your own therapist. Try to cope in your own ways and know what's best. Just take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror, and just figure out what's the best way to cope. Sometimes you don't want to accept help from people. I understand that because that's how I am as well. But sometimes you have to realize when you actually need help. And it's sad to see when people need help and they don't have people there for them. Or there's people that see what's going on and they don't care. They just go on with their life and they see what you're going through and they just leave you in that bad mental state alone. Sometimes it feels like you're alone and you only got yourself at the end of the day, but there's usually always someone out there to help you. But before you ask anyone for help, you have to be willing to help yourself as well. Sometimes you do have to be your own therapist. You have to have a good talk with yourself and understand where your problems are. And sometimes it's hard for people on the outside to look in and see what someone's actually going through. But there's a lot of ways to tell when someone's going through something. If you see behavior changes, they're quiet a lot more, their head's always down, they just don't look healthy, they look sick. Ask them what's wrong, try to be there for them. Just try to let them know that you're there for them. Going into my next topic, it's more so a question: does money truly make you happy? Juice WRLD wasn't happy with his life regardless of the money. Sometimes he even said he regretted being rich and famous. Sometimes money could bring more loneliness. There's no point of being rich if you're broken inside. More money equals more problems. If you're already coping using drugs, money can just dig you into a deeper hole because now you have money to buy more and more, especially if you have no one to stop you. Sometimes you have to find that happiness or a happy place, just something you enjoy doing or somewhere you love going that just makes you feel good inside. If you feel like you don't have anything that makes you happy or you don't have anywhere to go that makes you feel good, then you have to find it or create it. If you don't have nothing, at least you have a family to back you up, make you happy, and support you. Or at least you have those friends that's always there for you. You have someone. If you truly have no one, then at least you have yourself. You have to be there for yourself too. It's sad to see when someone loses their life to an overdose, when there's people that knows what's going on. There's people that's around you that knows what you're doing, and in reality they should be there for you. They're not truly there for you if they let you continue to cope like that. And I can kind of relate to this. My half brother, one of his uncles died to drug abuse, and it's like, he had people around him, but you guys let him continue to cope this way. My main message for this video is don't be afraid to reach out. If you know you're going through a tough time dealing with mental health or overusing drugs to cope or self-harm, there's better ways to cope. Don't be afraid and reach out. If you feel like you have no one to reach out to, the TLF family is always here for you. Don't be afraid to reach out to us. We're here to help. Most likely one of us can relate. We've all been through a lot. A lot of people have a lot on their plates. And a lot of people can relate more than you think. It's not just you in this world. There's bad things happening everywhere, especially to good people. And it's sad to see when we lose good people to events that should have been prevented. Thank you for listening. Shout out Matt for letting me come up on the channel and speak this message. And I hope you guys have a blessed day and stay safe.